afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is take 2 of our attempt to record this because 2020
Three.
was just that rough. Oh, sorry, take 3. It was that rough. Because apparently I don't know how to press the right.
2020.
Yeah, I just don't know how to press the right button. But anyway, yes, it's the Brotherhood about to go back. It is 2021. It's not 2020. Thank fuck for that. And say this week we do have a Dave. One of many
Hello.
Daves. One of many Daves.
We didn't have enough Daves last week, so we bought another Dave.
Bought a fresh Dave. Apparently he has to prove a point. Air quotes. We'll figure that out later. But yes, we'll just get straight into it.
We'll get to that, yeah.
Yeah,
It'll be a while.
This was an elfing. This looks like it was an elfing.
Yeah, we said High Elves would win. High Elves won. They obviously did elf stuff. The undead didn't manage to get the kill on. You know, it goes how it goes, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah, it's I say 4-1 breaks.
Relatively
9
low
armor breaks.
Yeah.
I mean, how many blocks did they actually throw? Anyway,
that's pretty terrible, isn't it?
68 blocks succeeded and only 9 armor breaks. That is pitiful. They just couldn't get the kill on.
Pitiful.
Sad times.
Yeah.
As much, and I mean, as the coach of the anti-elf brigade, I feel like more elf death should be a thing. But yeah,
But
no.
apparently it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. Sad times.
No.
Moving on.
Moving on, the relatively surprise result. We all had this for the Chorfs.
We did. We all said the Chorfs would win this. Turns out they didn't.
No, they didn't. It was a thorough draw. Even after 20 armor breaks. And how many blocks were thrown? 67. 60. Think about it. 67 blocks thrown and 20 armor breaks. That's a decent percentage of armor breaks.
That's claw mighty blow for you.
That's claw mighty blow.
That's 1 in 3.
Yeah, it's weird.
Against armor 9 as well, like across the board.
That's claw mighty blow for you.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But it doesn't help you if you can't actually do anything with the ball.
Yes. As it has been alluded to in previous discussions, i.e. ones I accidentally streamed rather than actually recorded, it was due to some very choice double ones right on the touchline that did it.
Yeah, I think so. I think he was done in by the usual thing that does Sam in.
Yeah. Well, double one in short.
Double one on the touchline. Yeah.
Yeah, double one short feet.
Yeah, I'd beat him.
Yeah.
Sad times.
So, shall we move on to game number 3?
We shall. We have Paulies Angels M&G United. This was this is a much more low scoring than I anticipated. I was expecting like.
We all called it for the Pro Elves, though.
We did call it for the Pro Elves. Could definitely call it for the Pro Elves. And I mean, that Brigadier Barnstorm. That's good.
That thing is disgusting, isn't it?
I mean, okay. That got a level up. What has it got? So it's got.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out when we go and dive in a minute.
Oh yeah, good point. But yeah, that thing's horrible. I was expecting more. I was expecting like a 3-2 because humans could do that.
But it looks like humans got an interception. So
yeah, humans got interception and they were breaking armor. 17 armor breaks against the elves. It's decent.
They are armor 7.
I know,
I mean,
but
you need to, if you're not killing elves, you're not doing it right.
I know,
but the interception. The interception means it's a impressive result, I think.
Yeah, the humans definitely got the bash game on. 50 blocks succeeded, 4 KOs and 2 injuries. But then obviously
they had the possession, but obviously just when you get flipped over by Pro Elves, you get Pro Elf.
You got Pro Elf. It was as simple as that.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yep.
Moving on now.
Yeah. Moots to mash bash. And the Mummies Little Soldiers 2-2. I believe this was just a grind.
I mean, we had this all down. We thought Dave Bowden would win this one. Another Dave. But obviously, 2 touchdowns for that means that Kemry managed to pick up the ball twice.
Correct. Kemry managed to pick up the
ball
ball
twice. So it's a dicing,
twice.
wasn't it? Really?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
But even then, that being said, the armor breaks even 14 to 15. Yeah, and they both have relatively similar armor, I want to say.
Oh, that's nice. Level up on a Tomb Guardian. Probably a little bit higher on the Kemry, but like the skeletons are 7 and the Blitz Rars and stuff.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
What sort of stats are we looking at here? No passes, obviously. Look, 45 blocks to 44 blocks. 1 KO inflicted each, 3 injuries to 2. It is about as even as they go.
Yeah.
In every single way, apart from maybe the extra bit of SP, extra 2 SPP.
Yeah,
because 2 casualties instead of 1.
Yeah, that was
pretty.
I think if that was like Thanos would be proud of that.
Yeah,
It's like balance as all things should be.
Yeah.
Plus, both the regens on both teams were pretty good. So if they did get anything out, it didn't stick.
Yes,
always useful.
Very, very useful.
You're going to be feeling happy about that come the next game.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Moving on. Carsteen's Carnage counts 1. Inner Rain of Blood 2. Go on, Ewan. Tell us what happened.
Well, it's what do you expect?
Did you dwarf him?
I dwarfed him. I used my Death Roller to encourage a very early turn 2 touchdown to get rid of said Death Roller, which then invariably means that the dwarfs are going to win 2-1.
Fair shout, and you can tell by the armor breaks you definitely put something in. Jesus Christ, 22.
I did some punching,
and you killed something.
I finally managed to kill things and hurt things and do damage like I'm supposed to. I managed to play dwarf.
Congrats.
And if you have a look at the statistics, I managed to outpass him.
Oh, what the fuck?
Usually that's a surprise.
4 passes and 4 success. Well, 4 passes is one thing. 4 successful catches is a bonus.
I have a quarterback and a runner. What do you expect? I have a catcher.
So you've
I was going to say
you've got your Tom Brady and your Gronkowski. Yeah, you're just like
Whoever the fuck they are.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry. But yeah, it's you've got the little wombo combo of the thrower and the catcher who are literally just designed to just do that whilst every other dwarf just gets in the way.
Punches. Yeah.
I mean, hell, it works. It's working for you, evidently.
I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of the season, if we check the Hall of Fame, we'll see a dwarf as the best passer.
Yeah.
You might well find the Hall of Fame may well find that the best passer in the league is not the one for the High Elves, but in fact my dwarf.
It might not be first place, but it will probably be in the top 3.
He's definitely on the way.
Knowing how you're playing as well, it'll probably be like a crazy troll slayer as well for some reason.
No, I haven't packed with a troll slayer.
Oh,
to be fair, there are 3 players on my team that have intentionally handled the ball, and 2 of them are runners.
Right.
Everything has its job, and I'm literally like everything is literally there's one thing job for. There's no alternative play method. Should we put it that way?
That's fair enough.
Anyway, we all said that I'd win, and I did.
Yes, fair enough.
In this one, we all said the Lizards would win this one.
We thought the Lizards would win. It's like we knew that Damo was on a bit of a downturn in terms of his ability to roll 10s against people's armors.
It kind of came back.
And then for this one turn, it did a fantastic comeback tour.
2 armor breaks for the Impossibles. Poor Alex, man, he got slaughtered. As we'll see in a minute.
Yes, the death was quite significant as well, I believe.
Yeah. Death.
It was absolutely massive, and it's just Damo did what he's designed to do. He just rolled 10s against the armor and summarily deleted a team as he went by. It was a rough one for poor Alex. I do feel for the bloke. But hey ho, this is football. So my sympathies are very limited. Speaking of which, we are for a change of pace, we are actually going to dive in and have a look at the teams now, because we are at the halfway point. We're going with all the teams of the whole clubs because no one has the time for that.
Yes, every week.
Yeah,
we don't have time. Nobody has time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Exactly. Nobody got time for
that. That would be it.
So we will let's just go in order. We'll look at the Bulls. This is just as disgusting as it always was. There is an MNG Bull Centaur there.
Yeah, so your next opponent's looking nice, and the Claw Mighty Blow dude there, he's rocking an armor down.
He's rocking an armor down, but still armor 8.
And you've got a nickeled Hobgoblin, dirty player wrestler.
Yes.
And he did lose a Virgin Hobgoblin, a poor innocent Virgin Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
Poor.
He's still got
He's
still got the best player in the league, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
by far that. Like, you
And the
get
jump
one
up.
and you're laughing, but
That
Yeah.
AG4 Bull Centaur might as well be wearing a friggin' tutu because he could just dance through anything.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
break tackle, you'd be a bit gutted with break tackle when you get the double edging up.
Yeah, he just completely
It's
wastes
pointless.
the break tackle
yeah,
skill up.
everyone's playing the world's smallest violin for him.
Oh, yeah,
I know, aren't they just?
yeah, exactly. But I mean, but that being said, look how much extra bloat it adds to his value. That one Bull
Yeah.
Centaur is 280k. That's
It is ridiculous, isn't it?
expensive, bastard.
It's a lot, but it's getting to the point now where, like, I don't think he'll care because,
Yeah.
like, so what? You've introduced this star player, punch, dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty
Oh.
much how he plays. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, this team is horrendous, and I'm quite thankful that this is their last season.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes,
This is
good.
definitely their last
yeah.
season.
The
Reigning champs.
the 3 season limit has been reached with these guys, and I'm bloody thankful for it. Next we
Because
have
you've only gone and rolled the same thing.
yes, exactly. I will be the top shelf. Anyway, MNG United. This is a expensive team. The TV 2090, and you can see why. This
I mean, there's a lot.
is
I mean,
vile.
there's a lot of bloat on there, though. I mean, dodge. What's the point in that skill? Your armor, your agi4
Yeah,
he
okay.
rolls. You know, catch, nerves of steel, wonderful. That thrower is disgusting. Private Peeper.
Private.
I mean, hopefully, I'm going to get hold of some of these and make them suffer for being armor 7.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
but even then, you can actually look how far Private Peeper's come by comparison to Ensign Egypt.
Yeah.
First one was a double, so that's strong arm, and then it was accurate, then safe throw, sure hands, and dodge. I mean, you know you're rolling a bit too well on your level ups if dodge is the latest one you pick on a level 6 thrower.
Well, no, why do you need it? Because
Yeah.
he's the way he's playing. He doesn't. Nothing gets to Private Peeper.
Well, yeah, but even if something does get to Private
That
Peeper now,
dodge is a
he just
waste.
moves out of the way.
It's a waste. I mean, you should have taken something else.
I mean, what do you at that point? What do you take?
That's a good point. Pass block.
Pass block.
Pick off return.
Oh, this
Yeah.
this team is just horrendous. I mean, like Brigadier
Lou-
Barnstormer. Let's have a look at this. Catcher, that's his basic stats.
Nerves of
he's got
steel.
from- Nerves of
It's
steel. And,
Blodger sidestep, sprint, and sure feet. I mean, I wonder what he does.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then you've
it's
got the
Lieutenant Leaper.
Nah.
Yeah.
No,
that I'm worried about, because if he can-
For a start, Lieutenant, not Lieutenant, and it's Leper.
Lieutenant. If he can get that up to 76 and give that one sidestep as well, he will start one turning with ease.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that thing will be busted.
And if he gets super lucky and rolls the second movement up, it's just a natural one turner.
Yeah, then
And at that point-
Lieutenant Leper becomes a rat.
Dead. He becomes dead.
Yeah, he goes dead.
Well, you just make sure he never sees the field.
Yeah, I mean, it's an elf
until
team.
like the one.
Oh,
This-
no,
yeah.
no, okay.
Like
Okay.
all elf teams, it could have a nasty day if it comes across a Nurgle team that's rolling 10s.
Well, you say
Or
it's,
8s.
you make sure it doesn't see the pitch. I'm more of a fan of never see the light of day ever again.
Murder.
Yeah, just murderize this
What?
monster, please.
What, like by putting a boot into it?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
I'm
several.
gonna be punching it a lot.
Yeah, several boots, like
Yeah.
6 minimum. But yeah, this is as elf teams go, this is
Disgusting.
it's disgusting, but it is a very good team, and I've seen him play it, and he plays it very well. As much as I hate it. Moving on, Kemri, Mummy's Little Soldiers. Let's have a gander. This team, right? It's a good team. Don't get me wrong, but they have been through the wars. Armor down Blitzra, movement down Blitzra, a niggle on a Tomb Guardian.
It's a double niggle.
It's a double
It's a
niggle.
double-
Obviously, thank
double
you.
niggle. Yeah, you stand on
Yes.
it. You punch that, knock it over, and stand on it. That's what you do.
Yeah, and then that thing should, in theory, perish.
Leave. Yeah.
Yeah, it should
Yeah.
just exit this mortal coil. I say mortal coil because it's not actually mortal in the first place. It's
In fact, immortal.
yes, or at least undead, in whatever way that the Can we do it? But anyway, but still, those two Blitzrars, even with their injuries, they are still formidable because movement 7 is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It could be horrendous. And then you've also got Agi up as well. Agi up,
which on a Kenry team gives them a chance of handling the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that strength 5 as well on the throw roll. Let's not forget that.
Yeah,
That is
Robert Memdar. I mean, take a bow. That for a man made of bones, he's going to the gym.
Yeah,
he's listed.
That's definitely the best player in the league.
Oh yeah, completely. That thing's daft. I mean,
No. I'm gonna just say no on that front. I don't think it is the best player in the league, but you'll see why later.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, you ended that sentence as I was taking a sip of a drink. But yeah,
I think there is one player that is better, or at least has the potential to be better.
Ooh, okay. Well, I'll let you point that out. But this is a good team. It's been through the wars because let's face it, that's what Kenry do. They go through the wars.
He's got 140k. He can buy a few skellies for fouling. What are you going to do? Let's move on.
Let's move on to yourself, sir.
Fairly standard dwarf team next.
No,
I've got 2 FPP on Slayer. Look, I did an injury.
You did an injury with the Death Roller. Hold on.
Yeah.
To be fair, Kerry King's been leveling like a beast since he got Mighty Blow and Tackle.
I bet.
That's all punching. None of that's touchdowns. That's all deaths.
Ooh.
That's all murdering.
Look, there's only one pass away.
Yeah, he is. But he doesn't do any passing.
So is Gary Holt as well. Actually, I think about it.
Gary Holt doesn't do any passing either. Gary Holt is in fact a catcher. Paul Bostaff does the passing. Look.
Yeah.
Wait.
And I've got another guard. I finally got a second Longbeard to level 2.
Well done.
I think that's all you're really missing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've just not leveled.
Yeah.
They've just not leveled. But now, once I get those few bit more guard there, then the team will start being able to do what it's supposed to do.
How many?
I mean, I've been living off the fact that I can pass like an elf at the minute.
Yeah, you're a bit too proficient. But this is a pretty looking solid team. But yeah, as you say, standard out. And
I bought the reroll. I got the reroll, so I got the third reroll finally. Now we feel bad for this team.
Yes,
feel bad.
It's
Everybody,
impossible.
more violins.
Tenderfoots. The Tenderfoot champions have been put in their place, I guess.
Yeah, dead Saurus. I think it was a Virgin Saurus, but it's a dead Saurus.
It was a dead Saurai. A dead Saurus is gone.
Yeah.
We've got is that just a straight up MNG?
It's an MNG.
Yeah, broken ribs. MNG.
But he's got many skinks. Like he's taking Journeyman into the next game now.
Easy, yeah. At this point, he's taking Journeyman, and even then, he just taking Journeyman. Depending on who's he against, I have to double check. But he will be taking.
Yeah.
He'll at least be getting some inducements.
The skinks are fantastic. Like the skinks though that he has got are fantastic. But
the skinks have looked
they're
like
tackling this league, so
yeah. The skinks themselves look like they've hogged a good portion of levels. There's an Agi 4 skink there for one. There is a sidestep block, a wrestle sidestep, a sidestep jump up, and a block, which is if anything, this team right now, yes, for the lack of Saurus, lack of Saurai in the next game, and they're going to get skinks to replace them. They can be closely more attuned to rats.
Yeah.
In the way that they're going to have to attack.
Yeah.
To get those scores in and just avoid everyone. Like use the sources as a big fucking screen, and then use the skinks just to get the ball away. Say again.
Because they've not got only a little screen because they've got 4 of them.
Oh, you'd be surprised how much space 4 Sauruses could take up, because if you spread them they're like widest possible thing. You've got 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3. That's still like the whole pitch almost.
Yeah. I mean, and you've still got Crocs, so
yeah,
it's got a chance.
The Crocs is great.
What he doesn't want is Chorfs.
The Crocs is beautiful.
You don't want the Chorfs.
I was just about to say, Ewan. I was actually just about to say I have had a little look.
I do know as well.
And it is Chorf next.
It's Chorf next. It's just not what you need after that mauling. You've got the Chorf coming.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, we'll move on to the tank top bum boys. This is Damo, the man that only knows tens. Yeah.
It's getting pretty minging that. It's got a couple of claw mighty blows. Got a claw mighty blow tackle block.
I mean, so some of these players are just daft to me. Like the Nurgle Warrior, claw mighty blow block. Block, mighty blow, block, blodging Nurgle Warrior, a Pestigore with a strength up and wrestle, a Pestigore with tackle, mighty blow and claw, a Pestigore with block, movement up and dodge. You've got a Rotter with wrestle and a prehensile tail. You've got a working class Tory 3 with the strength up and block. Then you've got the beast with guard and stand firm. I mean, Christ on a bike. This is the right. There are some things that you would define as unstoppable objects. Unstoppable forces. This is the unmovable object.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to move this team because.
No. And then you think that
and you try and they will bite back.
Yeah, and he's got two robbed rotters at the bottom as well.
Mm-hmm. I love how he's like separating them off. It's like these two at the bottom, they are scum. They're not of me, but I've just claimed them.
Yes.
Oh, Elizabeth Taylor. That was mine from last season.
Yes.
That was a former Skaven gutter runner.
Who is turned into a rather human-looking
Saurus. Game. Anyway, shall we move on? Let's have a look at the next one.
Right, a moment.
This is
silence.
the sad little team.
This is the sad team. A moment's silence for what we hoped could be the dark horse of the season.
A spirit of sanctity.
But
he plays them well, man. But
he plays them well.
They have taken a dwarfing.
They took a dwarfing. He obviously lost the movement 8 vampire a couple of games ago.
When we're talking about the best player in the league, I think Duke Ivan von Horus is
pretty
much up there.
Honestly, if Duke Ivan Voris didn't have bloodlust, he would be fucking broken.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, well, what's the star player that doesn't have bloodlust? The vampire.
Oh yeah, Count
Luther or something.
Yeah, Luther.
Yeah, exactly. You take bloodlust off Duke Ivan Voris, and then that is better than Luther.
Yeah.
Just straight.
Well,
I'll be.
I imagine his plan is pretty much,
play with them.
Yeah.
Play with those 3 vampires. It's pretty much his. He makes passing plays and all sorts, and just gets the thralls murdered. As you can see, I managed to miss next game 3 of them.
yeah. His thralls are murdered quite thoroughly. I mean, is there any Niggles involved? Well. Is there a Niggle
I think
or
I
two?
Niggled one.
No. Is this a rando?
I did
it's a rando.
I did kill some journeyman as well.
Drazen Kroll is the niggle. I mean, at that point, he doesn't have the money to sack him.
No.
No.
Just keep him. Just take the
I'd sack him and just keep a journeyman personally.
Fair enough. This is.
He tends to induce a few thralls anyway for biting purposes.
That being said,
and he's got the money. Yep. On the inducements.
That being said, he's got 4 rerolls. He does have an ability to like help himself. If anything, I think the next vampire that levels, looking at Count Hector von Drakenberg, I'm probably want to say it might be worth taking either pro or leader.
Yeah. But pro works pretty well on a vampire team. So
leader, it does the same sort of thing, but it's more spread. It depends how you want to go about it. That was what I don't see that team coming back this season as much as I wanted it to. But hey ho. Anyway, got another Dave. The Moose Smash Bash.
It's looking alright. This
is looking like a pretty solid team. We've got two flesh golems. One's got block as well, which is impressive.
Yeah. Well, it's a
Yeah.
normal. They get access to normals. They're not like
Yeah.
Oh no,
not big
do
guys.
they? Oh, I do apologise. I thought they.
Yeah, they're
I
not
thought
big guys or anything.
flesh golems.
It's got diving tackle on a ghoul.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
that
they're
could come in
straightforward,
really
aren't
handy. Yeah.
For some reason, I thought flesh golems were big guys. I do apologise. Yeah, we've got 2 whites there. Guard, tackle, niggle. Oh, no, sorry, niggle. Add you down. You just don't move him.
You just live with that.
Yeah, you live with that.
It's not the end of the world, and he's got his guard on his guard on both of them. Guard on a zombie. It's looking pretty nice, to be fair. He's got the core skills coming in now.
Yeah, the ghoul
He's got
with
attacking ghoul as well.
Is that that's a diving tackle ghoul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's...
What he really wants on this team is a double and a werewolf, so he can have claw mighty blow.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yes, please. Or that'd be smashing. That'd be deadly, but smashing. Yeah, that diving tackle sidestep blocking ghoul is actually that's no longer a ball carrier. That's like
that's an annoyance. That's there to mess
an
you about.
annoyance. Yeah, that's a that's like a defensive end or a tight. Yeah, it's brilliant. Like that. Cool. After that, Paulie's Angels, humans. I think these guys took a little bit of a battering, if I'm not mistaken. No, I'm
Did
wrong.
at some point,
No,
but he's
that's
still
okay.
got his full guard, mighty blows, blodges. He's got a couple of niggles. He's got strength foot blitzer still. I mean, it's a nice looking team.
Yeah, he's holding well. Considering like when I think it was like one of the first few, not the first few. Was it this season or the end of last season? We were shouting at him. It was like, "What are you doing? Please!" He's definitely like evolved into like a pretty formidable team. This looks like it could. This I haven't checked the league table yet, but playoffs.
We'll do it in a minute.
This could go well. It could go well.
Yeah, it could go well.
Yeah.
It's a team that can do what it needs to do if it can do it.
Yeah.
Basically, it's painfully average, like humans are supposed to be. Talking about that, you've got the next team as well. So then, if we move on, is then the Orcs, which are the other sort of vanilla team. Precisely, very similar TV there. Looks this much the same. He's got to move him down on a Black Hawk, Agi down on a Blitzer, but you've got the mighty blow. You're stacking the tackle, the block. The team's looking like it can get going. Double Goblin. Interesting.
I mean, I think looking at the name there. Actually, no, it's Sid and Danome. Those aren't. Are those either of those like vanilla like pre-generated names?
Might well be.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Because I say looking at Danome doesn't look.
No,
like
I think they're named because you got like the high hopes, the thrower and stuff. So.
I know, but I was thinking it's like Danome is like 5 out of 6.
Well, where would you got him from?
Wonder if he got the MVP, like if Sid was like out for a game.
But you still have to buy a goblin. You don't get.
I mean,
when you get a journeyman, it's a lineman, not. a goblin.
It's not a goblin. Okay, good point. Yeah, okay. Oh, maybe he's just got a spare in case like the troll eats.
Yeah, he wants to keep that troll nice and fed. I can see that being a good idea. Next, we've got the Beau Marcella surface.
We do. This is our necro team. Yes.
No, it's our undead team.
It's an undead team.
Phil Demel's got a movement down. He's like a really slow dwarf now.
Yes, he's a really slow dwarf now. A dwarf who's grown like 2 feet.
Yeah.
But yes.
But got even slower somehow.
Yes, interestingly. But yeah,
I like that break tackle.
Yeah, break tackle is a good shout on a mummy. I mean, like the strength 5, they can just like wander out of like it's like, oh, you're marking me with a lot of things, but there's no one behind me. I'll just slide to the left. Apparently, my last match just got confirmed. Apparently, it just popped up on the screen there.
I think.
Go on.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, I think the break tackle is like, I was just agreeing with you, it's vital, because the easiest way to deal with them is always just, here you go, here's line chaff, you're out the game. Like, just give them someone.
Yeah, indeed. So
Just let them punch on it.
apparently my TRBBL match has been confirmed, and I didn't even fucking play it. So apparently he never turned up. But yeah, it's
It looks alright, doesn't it? It looks alright.
It looks alright.
Yeah.
It could do with a bit more, but it looks alright. It's a good team.
Yeah, I think,
and then lastly, talking about good teams.
yes, Dwyer's elites who still have a level up. Boo!
Yeah, do your level ups, man.
Come on, man. A reclamation stage needs to get its next thing.
I mean, level 3 lineman. I mean, you take dodge, wouldn't you? But let's move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the armor down catcher. Can't really get rid of it when it's anti-5, can you? Straight foot catcher as well. That's pretty nice.
No.
Gives you a bit of punchiness. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice looking team, really.
Yeah, that adds you up armor down.
This could get MNG levels of ridiculous.
Yeah, that armor. That adds you up armor down catcher is basically your glass cannon to score. For the most part. This is quite easily evolving into the next MNG United, like you say. It's going to look horrendous by the end of its third season, and hopefully it encounter beat and I destroy them.
You get to kill them. You get to do some murdering. So I think we should have a quick look at the leaderboard, and then then let's make some predictions and move on to the leagues.
Yes, absolutely. Moose and Mash Bash are currently on a 4-1-0. They're doing
I mean,
very
he had a really good start. That draw in the last one, sort of showing that he's human, but still looking pretty nice for that qualification. Yeah. Same with the Elven Union. I mean, it's one loss. Same with Nurgle, isn't it? One loss. Yeah. They're looking pretty nice there. I'm feeling all right in fourth.
Yeah, it's like 2-1. That's a fairly solid result. Lizards 2-1-2. The Khemri,
draw masters.
Sorry. Yeah, the Khemri and the draw masters. Which is, to be fair, is very Khemri. The amount of draws that they've got is keeping them out. Yeah, the high elves are. I expected the high elves to be a bit higher, but they're not quite.
And then the last qualification place is currently the humans.
Yes, the
humans going currently in the relegation zone. We've got the undead.
Yeah.
The chaos dwarfs, last year's champions. The orcs and the vampires.
Yeah, the chaos dwarfs are really not having a good season of it because of the last year's
it's
champions.
not miles off. It's pretty close from like 5th to 12th. Is not there's not a great difference.
I mean, this is still halfway through the seasons. Like Sam could easily just turn around and just suddenly
one win in your 5th,
one win your 5th.
I think they will.
2 wins your 4th. It just sort of it starts stacking, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that was
So let's have a look at the schedule there.
Oh, apologies, I just clicked too many things.
God,
forever professional. We have Dwyer's Elites and the Mummy's Little Soldiers. Ooh. I'm
going to give it to Dwynen's Elites. I think that the passing will just outdo the soldiers. Personally, I think it's probably a 2-1 or a 3-1, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it'll either be a 2-1 to the elves or a 1-1 because
I'm going to push you. What's your answer?
Well,
Dave.
Go on, Dave.
I was just going to say, if it helps you, Fridge, I've gone 3-2 to the elves.
Yeah.
Fair.
I've got some experience playing Khemri. That if they are played right, they could manage a 2-1 victory. They could, if it's managed right. But I don't.
Are they managed right?
I haven't seen enough of them to be fair myself. So
what's the score? Come on.
2-1 to the elves, which it pains me to say it.
Yeah, right, okay. Elves versus dwarfs.
Well,
I mean, I'm going to win. Obviously, I'm going to get hold of him. I'm going to murder his entire team. But it basically comes down to if I can get hold of him and murder his entire team.
Yes, exactly. If you can get hold of him, there is a lot of agi. Yes, you've got a lot of tackle, but he still needs a roll or 2.
Yeah, true. Yeah. But it's still, I can still I can position well. I can beat him.
Okay, Dave.
I've sat on the fence. I've gone 2-2. I think
Ooh, 2-2.
he's got a lot. Yeah, I've seen you in play,
seen
and
my
obviously you
bullshit.
know that you can score. I know you. I think you will score. It's just with the stat ups on the MNG, it's kind of like they're
Yeah.
going to be hard to pin down. I think
fair.
so. 2-2 is probably fair.
Yeah, it's fair.
Okay. I absolutely want you to win. Ewan, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, because because putting the boot into some elves is my dream.
However,
But yeah, there is definitely a very large but reversing into this conversation. It's the MNG United are a 3-season team, and they are a force to be reckoned with. They are the highest TV. They have an absolute army of skills and high agi. Because even though yes, you've got tackle, even if you put it in the right positions, he's still escaping on the first two.
no, but it's all about killing him.
I'm gonna say 2-1 to MNG United, but I'm hoping for a 2-1 to yourself.
Okay, well that's fine. No, Chorse versus Lizards. I mean,
Please,
after that-
Chorse.
I mean, after that Lizarding, you gotta give it to the Chorse. The
Yeah.
Lizards are not looking nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think they've got enough.
It's gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt.
They've been hurt. They've been hurt in the game before.
And this is
They're
gonna hurt.
get again.
This is a spanking after someone's broke your legs.
Or is this a breaking of your legs of someone giving you a spanking? Oh my.
Depends on how fruity you're feeling.
Oh my. It's gonna be a shit show. There's gonna be a lot of cold-blooded blood around the place.
Yeah.
2-0 Chorfs, I think.
Yeah, 2-0.
Dave?
I've gone 3-1 because with those skinks, I think he might get one touchdown.
Fair enough.
But I think over the course of the game, he's just going to lose two. I'd honestly, if I was the Lizards here, I'd just induce Appos and just try and get your team through it.
Yes, fair.
Yeah,
So Undead versus Nurgle.
Hoofed.
I wouldn't want to be the Undead on this, would you?
No, I wouldn't.
No.
After the slapping, after the relative slapping they took.
Yeah.
And if Damon does get his mojo back, the tens could roll.
Kev's a decent coach though, so I'm actually gonna put myself out there and say it's a draw.
I'm actually
gonna pay for it, but he's gonna get a draw.
I'm gonna say a draw as well because like you say, good coach. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Damo also a good coach because the only thing he ever sees to play is Nurgle. So he knows his. He knows
his Nurgle.
He knows his
knows
Nurgle.
his plague.
He knows his plague, but it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say as draw. I'm 1-1. Yeah.
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 Feel
Dave.
Yeah.
I feel 1-1.
I'm leaning towards Damo. I think what's going to be really important, which is really weird to say, is going to be the kick. If the Nurgle are hitting the Undead first with Claw Mighty Blow and 10s as Demo rolls, it could get very painful for the Undead. Whereas if the Undead get the first lot of hits and can score maybe, but I'm going to go with Nurgle.
Yes, fair.
Fair shout.
Orcs, Vamps. I mean, it's Orcs, isn't it?
It's Orcs. I mean, I think.
Do you know what? Actually, no, it's not. It's the Vamps. He's got this.
Are you saying this?
He's got this.
Are you saying this
I
controversy,
believe in
or?
you, Tony. I believe in Tony.
Oh,
I
trust
see.
me, we all believe in Tony, but statistics are a thing.
I know. I believe in
Yeah.
Tony. I'm going to believe. I'm going to believe hard. I'm going to say Vamp win 2-1.
Ooh, all right.
I'm going
Go
to
on.
say draw.
Draw.
1-1.
1-1. I want to believe I do, but it's.
You don't.
Yeah, I don't. I think it's
Orc win then.
Orc win. Yeah, I'm going to say
Yeah.
2-1 to
Okay.
Orcs.
Humans versus the Necros. I mean, there's only one way this is going, isn't it? Dave's on a rich vein of form. Paulie looking a bit sketchy.
Yeah, this
on
is
his
Necro.
form. The teams do line up well, but yeah, I'm just going to have to fancy the Necros for 2-1. I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-1 to the Necros. This should be a relatively easy game. Don't never discount Paul. He's pulled some surprises out of his arse.
But I think this one was going to be a tricky one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, 2-1 to the Necros.
Yeah.
And then a quick gander at the leaderboard.
We've done this.
We've done this. Yeah, what about?
You need to drink less.
Fuck that.
Or more.
Or more.
Depends.
2A. Let's roll. We're not going to dive into the team. Straight to the schedule. Back left. There we are.
So let's look at some results, Si.
Aye, indeed. This is 2A. We have Stubberfield Mourners 0, Sports Injury to the Norse. The Norse killed the Chaos.
I mean, that Chaos team was pretty annihilated, to be fair.
Yeah, that was a weak ass Chaos team. They were they were hurt.
They were hurt, yeah, man. They were bleeding. They were bleeding.
Yeah, so 2-0 is not.
They've been yeah, they've been suffering all season.
Yeah, they've had a bad time.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been pretty harsh. You got there's no other way to put it.
Absolutely. Well, moving swiftly on. Kill it and grill it. Rats versus Liz on You, which is some lizards.
Rats did what rats do.
Yeah. Rats did what rats
Death.
do. They also killed someone as well, which is quite big for rats. I can't remember who they killed. It was. Was it a Saurus?
I think it was the Crux.
Oh,
I think this was the
yeah,
game with the disconnect.
This was the controversial disconnect kill.
Oh yeah, he killed the Crocs. That's right.
He killed the Crocs.
Done about it.
They killed the Crocs, but the coach for the at the time the Crocs died, the internet of the Lizard coach DC'd. So for some reason it didn't let him use the Apo at all, and because they confirmed the match, this has been discussed at length. They couldn't just like roll an Apo roll and potentially regen the Crocs. So the Crocs is gone. The Crocs is an ex-Crocs. It is no longer like beyond the realms of the living. And sadly there's nothing. It's a damn shame. It's one of the sad facts that we have because we're on Blood Bowl 2 and it's all online. It's all digital. We don't have the ability to like rewind it and just go, okay, this happened.
That didn't happen. Yeah.
We don't have that. The mistake was in the end that they confirmed the match. If they didn't confirm
you don't think about it, do you?
No, you don't confirm it, and it's one of those.
So if in future shit goes down and it's weird and you don't like it, just don't confirm
the match.
It's so easy to confirm a match because you literally just go right click confirm.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
So don't worry about it. Admin will not have a problem with that.
Yeah,
make sure you don't get fucked over by the game because that's unfortunate.
Well, speaking of fucked over by the game, the Liz on Euro against me next week. So anyway,
you can leave a bull centre on the bench.
Just make it even.
Just quickly touching on those. We said draw Chaos versus Norse. Dave called it for the Chaos, so everyone was wrong.
Yes.
Rats, everybody called a rat win, so that's fair enough. This next game was a draw.
Well,
obviously it wasn't.
Draw. It wasn't. No.
Yeah, Halfling obviously didn't manage to Halfling. Next, then we've got Croc Lizards versus the Brett Walders.
Oh my Christ! What happened here?
You called it for the Brett. I called it for the Croc Lizards, and Dave said it was going to be a draw. It was his team, and he got murdered.
Yeah, he got absolutely mauled. I mean, let's have a look at these.
91 blocks. What the fuck?
91 blocks succeeded. 2 KOs and 2 injuries.
I mean, that shit blocking.
Yeah.
Puts it.
91 blocks succeeded.
I've never seen it that high.
Christ on a bike, Dave.
Dave, don't base shit. Don't base shit.
Please,
just stand off.
Answer to the postcard. Fend only just so much. It's like if you. Oh Christ on a bike.
Oh man, That's brutal.
I mean, okay,
Next.
I need to know how much like Dave's armor held. 65%.
The successful block is a push, so it looked like he got pushed a lot.
Yeah, it looks like he's pushed a lot. So,
ouch, though, man.
ouch,
Feros versus the Chorfs. We all called a Chorf win. Looks like it was a Chorf win. Next.
Yep. All right. Let's dig in some detail. No, it was pretty much an easy. It was a simple win. As
You had a fight and you won because you're
Yeah.
armor 9 and he's armor not.
not.
He's armor 9. No, he's armor 9 as well. So it was just a fight, but
Yeah, I just got
your superior
2 inches to kill,
positioning
yeah.
won out.
Yeah.
Oathbound. This one's a surprise. We all called this for Graham.
We did.
So I watched this,
Go on.
and Graham had. It's fair to say, as much as we like to all like brag on Graham a little bit, he got pretty diced in this game.
Did he?
The elves got 2 blitzers on him, so for him to pull out like
A 1-all.
both on his to pull out a 1-all, because on both of them he managed to stop the elves capitalizing and scoring from it, but couldn't then, because you spend like 4 turns trying to recover a blitz, you couldn't get down the pitch fast enough to score either.
That happens. Yeah, it's especially with elves, they've got so much legs on them. I mean, look, 13 armor breaks to 3. That's it.
Yeah.
By that alone, it should look like an orc victory.
You know it's bad when someone's going, like I said, you have to look at it and you go, yeah, Graham got diced.
Yeah.
As much as we want to like frame Graham as this like soul, like he does
salt
know
god.
what he's doing. Yeah, he does know what he's doing, and the dice just went no.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just have a quick look. Having a look then at the leaderboard.
Yes.
Looks like we've got a good sort of runaway leader now in the lizards. You're coming in nice at second with the other lizards and the Skaven. So I mean that's looking pretty nice. And then it's sort of a bit of a mid-table fighty section. And then there's Bretts and halflings hanging around at the bottom.
Lots of draws in the middle there. It's like 2-3-0,
Yeah, I mean, all
2-0.
fighting teams tend to do that,
2-2-1.
don't they?
Yeah, it's like it's a good scrap in the middle there.
Yeah, and you've still got 3 unbeaten teams in the league,
Yeah.
when half of them are halfway down the leaderboard.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Really won?
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
It's like Graham and
Tom.
Graham and Tom haven't actually lost a match technically because they've drawn so many. They haven't not quite as high up
I
as
think they
me on
played each other as well.
on the
Like,
lizards.
that sets each other out of the way. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's looking pretty nice looking like a good division. That it's quite open still. So let's have a quick look at the fixtures.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Please stand by.
You are,
Fixtures.
shit-faced is what you are.
No, I'm not that bad.
Croc Rocking Beats versus Studfield Mortar. So this is the mauled Chaos team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Against the top
playing
of the league,
against top of the league.
board.
You've got to give it to the Croc Rocking Beats. I mean, they've got the
Yeah.
best name.
All day.
All day.
2-0,
It's
easy.
2-0, isn't
2-0.
it? 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah, it's
Um,
easy 2-0.
Easy 2-0. It's a shame, but it's true.
Sadly, yes.
Halflings versus Nurgle.
Oof.
I believe in Emily. This is Emily's win.
We've said this every week, man.
I know. I will get it right.
One day.
In all fairness,
No.
like if Emily can keep her cool, I've played quite a few games against Wolfie. I like him, but he's got bloodlust.
True. That
He
being
has got
said,
bloodlust.
that being said, Emily has been taking tips from our resident celebrity.
Has she?
Yes, I'm into.
Definitely a halfling win then.
Yeah.
1-0.
1-0.
1-0.
1-0. Or maybe even 2-1.
Ooh.
Nope.
Nope.
Just
Is
no.
your missus going
Not
to do
happening.
it? No, she's going to die.
No, it's not happening. I'm sorry.
losing.
Like, I'm not just saying this because she backed me to lose when she was on this, but I think the Nurgle's disturbing presence stops the stops throwing, because
Yeah, it does.
and the Fearers have block on the Warriors, so I think it's going to be just too far. I don't think it'll be like 2. I think it'll be 1-0 to the Nurgle.
Okay. Fritch?
I believe 2-1 to the Flings. 2-1 to Flings.
Woof.
I'm going to look like a proper
If she manages it.
Wanker. If yeah, I'm gonna.
You like know my
I'm
girlfriend
not-
shit, man.
Man's
That's what,
getting
that's what you're saying.
dumped.
Remember this, Emily. You heard it live on here. Or
Live.
recorded. Back
You do-
live.
you do-
Inverted commas.
Yeah.
You do know when I'm going to be turning up to my next game battered and bruised because when she watches this back,
She can
she's gonna
beat
beat
you.
the crap out of me.
Fucking hell.
She's gonna show you exactly what she's gonna do to those Nurgle.
Right, kill it and
I've
grill
met
it.
her as well. She's bigger than you.
She
Yeah,
is
sure.
actually.
Yeah.
Not
kill
hard
it,
though, is it?
kill it,
No.
kill it and grill it versus Oathbound.
I mean, this could be a thriller, but I think this is a 4-3 victory to the Rats.
Keep talking whilst I go pee.
So
I-
4-3,
okay.
4-3 victory to the Rats because this is gonna be a score fest.
Yeah. Oh, it definitely is. I went with a draw, but like high scoring, so like 3-3.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of them, innit? I mean, you've got a very, very fast team versus a very, very passy team. They're gonna want to score. They're not gonna want to fight.
Actually, I've changed. I've literally, as you were saying, I've been convinced by you. I think the kill it and grill it. I completely forgot they've got a claw mighty blow, not claw mighty blow, mighty blow pylon piece already,
Ooh.
and I think that might swing it. So I'm actually gonna say 4-3 as well.
4-3 as well.
Because of that.
So we just have to
Yeah.
wait for Fritz to decide whether or not he wants to go to the toilet or not.
I've peed.
Well.
That was the quickest piss of my life. So yes, kill it and grill it versus Oathbound.
We're going 4-3 Rats.
4-3 Rats. Oof. 3-2 Rats. I don't think
More.
4-3 seems a bit high to me.
Okay, fair enough. So then we've got the Norse versus Graham. So this is the Norse. This team looks quite good, I believe. The Norse. No, this team looks quite bad.
No,
This
this
is the
bad
one.
Norse team.
This is the one that's literally.
But then, in which
they're
case,
called
I
sports
give-
injury, and they got injured.
I'm going to give that to
he
Graham.
was asking for it with the name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We give it to Graham. Just 100%.
2-0. 2-0.
2-0 Graham.
Yeah.
Some deaths maybe. This is Chorse versus Liz on You.
Yes.
This could be an interesting game. I think this is going to come down to how well you position your Chorf blockers
Yes.
to
Tackle,
dealing with
yeah.
those skinks. So on that note, Liz is going to win 2-1.
Listen to you little shit. I thoroughly
having
100%
having
disagree.
played Lizards with
this is the
dwarf,
Liz on
it's
you,
hard
and
work.
this is the Liz on you not to play an advantage,
Yeah.
but this is the Liz on you that obviously lost
No,
the
they
Crocs
are
score to a DC.
Yeah. Oh, there's
So-
lots
Yeah.
of crops.
They lost the Crocs to a DC, so
I'm going to give you a draw.
I'm gonna say 2-1 minimum. I've got a like habit of doing 2-0s recently, so
Yeah.
it might happen.
I'm going with 1-1.
Okay. Okay, fair. No, that's fair. And then I will rue the day when I destroy your hopes and dreams. Anyway, the Grand Old Party GOP versus the Brett Walders.
So what did Dave do? Just going back quickly?
Yeah.
What did Dave say there on that game
For
that you'd win?
no, 1-1, 1-1.
1-1.
Me,
Right,
I said
cool, right.
1-1.
Undead versus the Bretts. I mean, those Bretts are destroyed. Undead.
Those Bretts are
easy
wrecked.
win.
Yeah, it's undead.
Yeah, it should be an undead win. Tom is a very good player. Dave is still a good player, but he has been taken over the barrel. Had it inserted several times, and the thing that's been inserted has usually been a cactus.
It's been prickly. It's been up the arse.
Yes, it's been a rough time for him.
It's not been pretty.
No. I
And it's
can't
only
argue
going to get worse. It's like shoving a pineapple up a Hitler's ass. No, it's not happening. Bless him.
Yeah.
well, it's that's what it is. So that's that division. Sorry.
That is that division. Go back one. 2B. No, it's definitely 2B.
This is, in fact, is 2B.
It is, in fact, is 2B. Santa's Vandals versus the Hanger Prince of Bellend. A 1-1 draw. This was interesting. This was Norse, was it Norse, was it?
Norse versus Halfling.
Norse versus
And this was a really good Norse team as well. This is a Norse team that managed to get like 8 million SPP off the Snotlings.
Yeah, this was the one that got like who got absolutely fucking power leveled, and we expected them to absolutely end the Halflings just to like keep farming the SPP. But bless Liam, he held.
We all gave it to the Norse. So yeah, good going. Well done, Liam.
Yeah.
Well done, Liam. You held very well, sir. You had suffered no deaths. You got a touchdown each. You got 17 armor breaks to 9 that's expected, but you had spares, so it was fine.
I mean, you're going to get punched. You're playing halflings. If you're not getting punched,
yeah, of course. It was a solid effort from the. I mean, a draw for a fling team is usually declared as a win.
It's a win. Yeah.
So yeah, well done, Liam. Hopefully, the next team you play against has the same fate. The Skinksburg 1-9ers, Dave. This is your domain.
Yes.
Versus the Glory Hammer, which was Max.
We all called this. We pretty much unanimously called this as a victory for Matt.
Yep.
Yeah.
You were all wrong.
We were very damn wrong. What the damn hell happened?
How did you manage that? Go on.
Well, Nuffle helped a lot.
I'm sure he did.
Literally, we were talking about it. Like, literally, at the start of the game, Max goes, "Oh, you've got +2 fame. First kickoff event, pitch invasion." All 4 of his players go down on his drive. I run in, just go, "Yeah, I love the ball, thanks." And then second kickoff event, it gets better. Second kickoff event, after I just quickly score, his ball carrier gets taken out to a KO'd rock. And then I also killed his Bludgegool and scored another Funnosaurus. So yeah, no, I was completely diced in that game. I think
diced, yeah.
I was completely diced. No, it was a bit of a shame because I've known Max for a very long time, so we were both kind of gearing up for it. So
it was good. It had all the makings of a good game, and
yeah. Well, if it was Pokemon, like, he'd be my rival, know. So I was kind of looking forward to it, but it just Nuffle went, "Here you go. Here's a free win."
Effectively, it sounds like it. Yeah, it's you do feel like those games do happen, like where the dice just turn around and just absolutely fucking teabag you, and just go,
"Yeah,
fucking have this, you bastard." It happens, and sorry, Max. We believed, but
that's the record that you needed to set straight, was it?
It was, because I remember the other David, and he's got a great name, by the way, but he said that he didn't even think I'd score, so like as a point, I put 4 past him. So
fair play.
That's the way to answer.
That is the way to
answer the critics.
Right.
Well done.
And now,
good win.
Right,
Thank you.
Right, to move on to our more surprising results, the full Montezuma.
We all called this. We called this.
Worst part is we called this. The Snotling Royals, they won 1-0. The Snotlings on their own. The Snotlings aren't even technically in Blood Bowl 2. It was just the Ochre team, just consisting of only Snotlings, won 1-0. All rejoice. It happened. Mr. Unwin, you absolute mad bastard. You did it.
That's it now.
That's it. That's literally all we've got to say about it. You absolute mad fuck. Well played.
What makes that even worse for the Lizard is they only got their MVP. They didn't even get, like, Nobler Cash.
Oh, man.
That is a sad time. That is a sad time to be alive. Anyway, massive purple weapons. And Brutal Deluxe BBFC, which is some orcs and humans.
We all called this for the humans. That's a good win. That's a good draw.
That's a good draw. But the purple weapons, they got hurt, didn't they? If I recall correctly, they lost.
They had a dead goblin.
I mean, well,
Yeah. Okay. It was also a blizzard. I watched this game back. It was a blizzard, so I think that kind of neutralised
it
the
neutralized
humans a little bit. I think
Yeah,
that kind of hurts them.
it would have Blizzard would have reduced the humans passing game when it would be an option significantly. No, that's fair. That makes sense. If it Blizzards be Blizzards
Yeah.
I can't
Blizzardy
speak.
Blizzards.
Yep. Monster Flavor 2, Twilight Twinklers 2. This what I can't remember. This.
We gave this all to Kenny actually.
Oh
So
really?
it's a good draw for Sean.
It's a solid
Yeah.
draw for Sean. Vampires don't usually sort of do well.
He's been having a good season, to be fair
But
to him.
he's having a good
Greg
season.
Sausage, no.
Yeah.
Please tell me that's not like something permanent.
No, it's not. It's fine. It was
no.
just badly hurt in the game. It's fine. Are you okay?
Yeah, he's
did you
okay.
need a
Don't
moment?
worry.
Oh man, I can't be dealing with no injured sausage rolls.
No, it was 2-2. I think the advantage. Okay, we in the grand scheme of things, Kenny will love you, but you play past your teams, and sometimes it goes wrong, and yeah, it happens. With the Twilight Twinklers, Sean is very much he's an elf player.
So he's gonna try an elf.
And I think what happened was effectively he did elf, because if let's look at the stats. One pass, one catch, so it wasn't a complete elfing, but he has 3 vamps now. He's got they have the strength, so he probably use one vamp to block, and then the other 2 to like just pass between, and the thralls provide assistance. So it's like I think like Sean is starting to play vampires like he's playing elves. Now he has the extra vamp to give the extra bit of mobility.
Yeah, and then you've got that defensive capacity as well with the hypno gaze.
Yes.
Yeah.
Given
Yeah.
the gaze is always a good shout.
Yeah, a little bit of gaze goes a long way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fair enough. Good draw. Lastly, Chaos versus Dwarfs. Now, me and you gave this as a draw, Fritch, but our guest commentator, Dave, gave it as a dwarf win, and apparently he was right.
Yes, Mr. Coffee was right. The dwarves won.
I actually watched this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It was Ewan. It was copying you. It was a passing dwarf play.
Yes.
That did
no.
it.
Oh shit!
It's
I
all-
saw it.
it's how you play.
So I would
It's how you play
honestly,
dwarf, man.
I would copyright that.
Yeah? I'll have words with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was
Would you keep doing it?
Yeah, it was.
Keep it up, man.
There was no like sort of like assistance with it either. It wasn't like anyone with like pass it or like an agi or anything like that. It was literally just a vanilla throw it, because you don't
It was
throw it now.
runners.
It was
The
just
runners.
Yeah.
It was
Look, runners
runner
that
to
have
runner, so he
passing
did have the
access.
pass.
Yeah.
Did he have pass?
Yeah, it was. I think it was like a 3-up, something like a 3-up dodge, 4-up pickup with sure hands, and then like obviously like probably a 4-up pass. If memory serves me right, but
Yeah.
again,
It's
pass
enough,
and short
isn't it?
hands.
But if you can get,
Yeah.
I always say this: if you can get the right pieces on the job, dwarfs are pretty good at passing.
Yeah.
Fair play.
They're limited. They're very much one track. Each player has one track job, so you have to kind of specialize one in passing, I think. But it's good going. That. So should we have a quick look at the leaderboard and then make some predictions?
We
and
shall.
Let whoever's watching this go to bed.
Yes.
I don't know if you're going to bed after this, but if you are, see, I'm nice.
North
Santa's
sitting
Vandals.
North is sitting quite pretty at the top of the table there.
4 defeated teams in this one though, and one of them's halfling.
Yes, which is the Hangar Pit of Bell End is actually that one. It is because like halflings themselves are draw masters, and the win has propelled them massively.
Yeah, it looks like he could qualify. I mean, five losses on poor Sophie's Lizards, but I know she lost a lot to start with.
Yes.
The Snotlings almost sort of handing out. In fact, the Snotlings are almost handing out inducements now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Sack them.
This league, by comparison, like the top like 4 are like dominating, and from 5 downwards, it's just like
it's pretty open, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so open, it's unreal. It's a top 8, I believe.
Yeah, it's top 8 both leagues.
So yeah, it's like, guys, go for the wins. It's like Max, Pteranodactyl, whoever you would be, Mr. Unwin, and Sophie. Just
they're all in with a shout.
They're all in with a shout. It's like literally
it's not over. Fat lady's not
singing. 1 or 2 wins will like propel you to like 6th or 7th. It will like get you in the playoffs easy.
He might not thank me for saying this as well, but our commissioner has to keep an eye on the teams below him as well, really now, because
he's got to work.
Because the top 4 have gone. It's kind of everyone else is kind of in a mini league.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, think about it. Be the team that knocks Ben out of the playoffs.
He'll just change the rules.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's the top 10.
Yeah,
bastard. Fucking cool.
No, I don't think he'd do that. Anyway, should we have the fixtures?
Yeah,
make some predictions. So, Bellends versus Vampires.
Ooh, this is gonna be a fucking fight.
I actually favour Sean.
Really?
Huh?
Okay.
I think, like, I've seen the way, like, I've watched them both play, and I think that the halfling sort of reliance on getting cash is gonna backfire a little bit when it comes to the vampires, because I think the vampires, obviously you're going to get cashed anyway, so you play a different kind of strategy. I think that will not play into the halflings' hands, and I think there'll be some gay trees, and I think I've got to go for a 2-1 vampire win.
Some
gazed trees.
Gazed, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, gays trees.
I thought it said gay trees. Like, what's the sexuality got to do with anything? Yeah,
they're going to be gay.
You might cut off like the last like half a syllable. It's like, wait, what? Anyway, yes, some hypno-gazed trees.
Some vampires are going to give him the gaze.
Yes,
that's what it is.
Some vampires are going to give the gaze.
I think it's a Sean win.
You just confused Sean with Max, you bastard.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I want to say, I'm gonna say a draw.
I mean, it's fair shout, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I think the halflings are gonna win.
Oh,
because controversial, we like it.
They're gonna, because I think we all know what Liam's strategy is. He's gonna take Zara and he's gonna take a hot pot. So the vampires can kiss their rerolls for their bloodlust goodbye.
That's a very good point.
Zara's got stakes, so she will go, as in her name, she will literally buffy the hell out of it. So those vampires could actually have a big problem on their hands with that.
That is a very good point.
So I think the halflings can win this.
Yeah, the flings have access to the one and only Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah, Sarah Michelle Gellar could win this. Oh well. We'll see how it goes. Moving on, dwarfs versus humans.
Oh, that's a
Draw. One or draw.
It's 1-1 draw.
Yeah.
Fred Little team versus Scotland Royals. This has to be the chaos, please.
Yeah, I think it's chaos.
Yeah, I think it's chaos as well. Sorry, Sam.
Sorry, Sam. It's like as much as we do believe.
We don't believe.
Yeah.
We don't believe.
Monster flavour. So this is Kenny's lizards versus Max's undead. I think Max is going to be steaming for a victory on this one. I think the sheer annoyance at the last game will propel Max to victory.
Yeah,
It's
he's
gonna be
also
tight.
he took tackle on a right as well.
I predict
it's one then.
that Max's sheer lust for victory will also lead to his downfall, and he will make mistakes.
To lose. Fair.
Quite 2-1.
2-1. 2-1 the other way.
Yes.
Dave?
I'm going to say 2-1 as well, but 2 undead.
Ooh. Sorry, Max.
So,
Sorry,
Max.
we don't love you as much as we thought.
Max is the undead.
Yeah.
Max is monster flavors the fucking orcs. Oh, Christ.
The lizards.
Oh my
The
god.
lizard.
Penny's lizards.
lizards.
So then we've got the purple weapons versus the vandals. I mean, I can't see. The vandals, I think, they're well leveled, aren't they? They're going to win this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the vandals they have the levels for it to easily they've got all the block, they've got everything else you would want against a bunch of orcs which only have like half access to block, at least by default. And then only the blitzers, only the blitzers come with block.
I mean, it comes down to controlling the game. With Norse, you've got to control the fight, and if you don't, you'll lose.
Yeah.
You're on 7. But if you do, you'll win.
The thing is,
And
the
I think
only thing
he's
I
done
will
well.
say is the orcs. He's a very aggressive coach, and that might actually play into this game. He might not win, but he might hurt the Norse.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
What are you going for, Rich?
2-1 to the Norse.
Fair enough. All agreed. And then it's Sophie versus Dave.
Yeah.
I mean, Dave's going to win this, isn't he? Because Sophie's lizards don't look great.
Sophie's lizards are in the fucking toilet right now.
Yeah, and I think Dave's got a bit more experience playing lizards. Maybe a little bit less tendency towards seeing red.
Playing a lot of rats does that to you.
I think you die a lot as rats. So that's the
Yeah, you're used to it.
Used to it. Yeah.
This should be yours.
It should be like 2-1.
This is always the bit whenever I come on that I hate because
it's your own.
Yeah,
just back yourself.
I'm pretty confident.
If you don't,
I'm pretty confident.
Lost.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident going into this. I think I've got more big guys. My big guys are more developed, and my skinks are better as well. So kind of like most elements of a lizard's team. I'm going to back myself, and I hate to sound mean, but I think this could be like I'm going to try and get SPP out of this. Yeah. So I'm going to go for like a 3-1, 4-1, if I can.
Yeah, okay, you're going for it. You're going to rub salt in those.
I'm going to back myself. Like to be fair, from what I've gathered as well, Sophie doesn't like stalling or people who stall against her. So I'm not doing that. Not out of kindness. It's kind of I could get a lot of SPP here if it goes well.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't get the hatred. Like I know the new rules are sort of allowing for that little bit of hatred of stalling, but I don't get it. It's like, why would you not stall? It's like it's absolutely what you should be doing. If you're in a position where you can control the game, you control the game, and that's not like and against the game. It's gamesmanship. It's playing the game.
Yeah.
Like I know I piss people off when I play board games because I play the game. I look for those sort of things in there, but it's part of the game. Like if you're going to play a team that wants to batter the other team, you're going to want to stall and batter the other team.
I've had like people had a go at me in another league for stalling before, and my response was, if you don't like it, stop me. As mean as that sounds, if someone's stalling, put them under pressure. You know,
give
try
them
and say to them,
stop, foul them.
Yeah.
Max has key guy of the component is like, I'll be in the end zone, and like my Crocs of the goal will be down on the halfway line. He's like, well, you can stall it out for 2 turns, but I'm going to have 2 good fouls on this Crocs. Like anything like that. Like basically foul.
Encourage the other team to score. Like stand on your opponent, just make him pay. Like you can stall, but I'm going to hurt you if you do this.
Yeah.
That's it, innit? So that's why I really like the death roller, because the death roller is the anti-stall. It makes people score against you quickly because they want rid of the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, great, well done. You've just played into my hands.
Yeah, now you have 6 turns, 7 turns just to walk down the pitch.
Yeah, and I'm a dwarf that can pass, so like, all right.
I'll do it. Yeah. Have you got your stadium upgrade yet?
I've started.
Okay.
I have upgraded the stadium. I haven't got the actual thing yet. I will be taking the bribe.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Just to keep the death roll.
No, just to actually no. Do you know what? I might not, because I want people to try and get the death roller sent off because it plays into my hands.
Yeah, fair.
Well, death roller also has dirty player.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. Anyway, right. That is the end.
Good, man. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Stick that glorious vaccine in my eyes and in my arse.
Yep. We want to be playing tabletop.
Yes. Stick whatever vaccine you want in me. I don't care, as long as ends this fucking turmoil of this stupid virus.
I mean, honestly, like, Damo's Nurgle has got a prehensile tail, and it seems to be working out quite well for him. So I don't care if that's a side effect.
Honestly, I'll take a prehensile tail. I mean, how much fucking fun would that be? It's like you look.
I know.
You can pull your beard while keeping your hands free.
Exactly. It's like look at this, girls, hands free. No, wrong thing.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that girls ain't gonna find that pretty. I mean, unless you can do some things with it.
Oh, I. Oh, bye. Anyway, yes. Random innuendos aside, it's good night from me. It's good night from Iwan. And
good night from him.
And it's good. Yeah.
I'm assuming it's good night from Dave.
Yeah. Nah, he did. Nah, he did. Yes, it's been a wonderful pleasure, doing this as much as maybe a bit. There's a few drinks in me, should we say?
Fair enough.
Just a number.
Yes, 4. And a half. But we will continue. Next week we shall continue with what is going to be the end of week 6, going into week 7, and hopefully it should start give us an idea of what we're going to look at, idea of how the end of the season is going to work out, and it should be fun in the sun as we go through February and into spring and all this kind of shit. And how dare we imagine sunlight? Anything else, gentlemen?
No.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Right. Well, have a good evening. Have a happy New Year, everyone. And if you have any problems, don't bother me with them.
Yeah. See you later.
Yeah.
Later.
See you later. Bye.
If only you were not a vampire. And another 2. Wow. You're burning the bad dice for me, at least. Oh well. Guess I'll let you score then.